Hey guys, so I wanted to share something with you that happened to me today. So I got published today over in Fabulous magazine, which is a magazine that goes out with a UK national paper today on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, by the way. It's not Easter here till next week, so I'll probably wish you happy Easter then too. But basically, yeah, my feature went out today, and super happy about that. But it was kind of nerve-wracking to share it actually. For those of you that don't know, I had a lot of hate online previously, and so it's kind of been a bit of a scary thing to share, I suppose, to stand up back in the public eye in an obvious, visible way again. Obviously, the article has already gained some interest and some attacks, which that's life when you put yourself out there, I guess. But this is what I wanted to talk to you about. I felt really nervous sharing it over on Facebook today. I didn't know how people would respond. I didn't know how people would take it when I shared the article. And everyone's been really supportive, which is really nice, despite the article being slightly factually inaccurate. Although the writer did an amazing job. She was really great, and she obviously wrote for her target audience. But yeah, so that was kind of like what was on my mind. I was a little bit worried about sharing it. And then the second thing that happened as a result, which is also really cool, another journalist got in touch and said that she works with huge national and international magazines and she wants to run the story. And then another UK huge paper got in touch and said they would like to run the story. So all really cool stuff. And then, but I was sat there kind of having heart palpitations of all of it, and I kind of felt really overwhelmed and a bit like, oh, what is going on? Like, I just wanted to share the story and kind of really shrank myself back down through fear. And I had to actually go and take a nap, which I know sounds ridiculous and so lame, but I was just in that state where I was kind of imagining the worst about all the kind of bad things that could happen as a result. And I'd read some of the responses to the article online, which obviously were never going to be good, right? Because people, who will respond a lot of the time to articles in certain places are not always favourable, as I experienced when I had my first daughter. We also got published in a newspaper, and yeah, it kind of put me off for a really long time because obviously that was my daughter and people were really not kind. And yeah, and obviously you guys know that I've had hate circles against me online before, and so it did really feel kind of vulnerable opening myself up to that again. And then, so I went for a nap, and then what happened was something else happened to me today. I fell up the stairs, guys. I have these huge concrete stairs. I'll show you around when the girls haven't been making dens in here all day. They've taken every bedsheet, cover and blanket in the house and covered all the chairs, right? We have these huge concrete stairs, and I fell up and gashed my leg. And by the way, I hate using the word gash because it always feels like I don't know, did you ever read the story about eye bees? I was talking to Rob the other day, and I was like, did you read about that woman who had eye bees? And he was like, yes, the woman with 4 bees living in her eye. And I kind of feel like talking about gashing your shin is like the same level. What about slicing your shin? Is that better? Anyway, so I sliced my shin, but right down to the kind of grey gristly bit, which, it was just so unpleasant, and I was kind of crying on the sofa, and bless the girls, they helped me to the sofa and got me a drink and just was super cute about it all. And anyway, I realized that what had happened is that I'd been kind of living up in my head, and that experience was probably to teach me that I needed to drop back down into my body and realize that I'm okay, like there's nothing wrong here, this is okay. The fears are just all in your head, which of course they always are. And I had to ask myself this, like, you've got opportunities and chances like every single day, regardless of whether the media comes along and asks you, to do an interview or whatever they ask you to do, every day we have a choice. And what I realized, that fear was dictating how I felt about something and the outcome, to the point where the question even flashed through my mind, should I go for this other national newspaper thing? Should I get published again in magazines, or is it just going to be to what, and that's the point, to what could it even be? And so I realized through falling and gashing my leg that that fear had been driving me today, and fear, I was allowing fear to basically be bigger than my message and bigger than my purpose. Now, I believe for me, like, media will help me reach more people and help me do more of the work that I love to do, and that is powerful, and that impacts and changes lives, and that is my mission. It is to help women transform and change their lives and create healthier, wealthier lives, right? Time-rich, expansive lives. And you know, I was letting my fear be bigger than that. And I guess this is the thing, you know, and it is hard for me because I'm an introvert. We've had a bad experience online. We've been living this really cozy, nesty life. Like, of course, it's a somewhat unusual life, but I am somebody who really values privacy. And, you know, I'm very definitely not, or I don't feel an extrovert a lot of the time. Not that I go and sit at a party by myself in a corner or any of the stereotypical kind of associations with introvert. I just don't like being center of attention. I'd rather my clients' work spoke volumes, you know, or my referrals or whatever. And it's not like I haven't been published before. So my accessory brand and my accessory company has been published like everywhere multiple times, but it's still that fear of, this time it's me, they're looking at me, you know, whereas before they were looking at my work. And I guess to some degree I was probably hiding behind my work, and now I feel like I've got the confidence, or maybe needed to step into another level of it in order to feel comfortable around it. And I think this is the thing, like, I wasn't feeling comfortable. I was feeling awkward, like the spotlight was on me, and I was some kind of geeky teenager at a school disco or something, and not knowing what to do, right? And by the way, I'm an awesome dancer, so I would have been fine. And this is the thing, we're all awesome dancers, right? Or even if you're not. You know, it is, you have multiple chances every single day to stand out there and shine, and it's so easy to let fear dictate your outcome. And I think this is what I wanted to ask you today as you move forward. Or maybe not today because it's Easter. Happy Easter, right? But maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Are you letting fear dictate your outcome for you? Are you letting your bullshit be bigger than your dreams, like I was today? Or do you need to drop down into your body a bit and realize that you are okay regardless of whatever happens? You know, you're okay. Even if you have a tea towel hanging on your shoulder during a video, you're okay. It's all going to be okay. And, you know, realign yourself with your message and who you're working for and what you're doing this for, and who you're trying to help and the impact that you want to have in the world. And I think that's key, or has been key for me to kind of getting through it and getting past it and seeing everything again as like a huge opportunity rather than something to be terrified of. It's actually, what is my bigger purpose? What is my vision? Well, it is to help women. And is this going to help me do that? I believe so. And so you have to align yourself with your vision and your purpose, not just when it comes to publicity, right? I've got an amazing publicity manifesting story when it comes to this magazine, when it comes to Fabulous magazine, by the way, which I'll share with you soon. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, just a couple of thoughts around how I was feeling today as a huge introvert that doesn't really like being center of attention, but why I went ahead and did it anyway, and why I'm going to continue to do it, because I believe in my message and I believe in empowering other women, and I believe that we can all collectively help each other rise, and so that's why I'm doing it, right? So you'll see lots of more of me soon on various forms of media, I guess. And yeah, and like I said, it's not Easter here yet till next weekend, so I wish you happy Easter this weekend and next weekend. But yeah, awesome talking with you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.